What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Bocan Garage. I hope you guys are having an adventurous time out there. So we got some new parts in right now. As you guys can see right here behind me, bam. We have what I like to call is the cheapest stereo on eBay. Obviously, this is not a stereo right here. This is the splitter thing that I was going to plug into the Subaru, into the stock electrical, and going to match it up to the actual stereo that we have here. Now, the reason why I call this the cheapest stereo on eBay is because it literally was $13 shipped. Like, how cheaper can you get than that, guys? 13 bucks. It's supposed to have Bluetooth and all that. We're using the 8.6 right now as a little unboxing table. So let me set this up, get you guys going. Well, let's check this thing out before we install it, because I'm curious to see what this looks like. I mean, I know what it looks like from the ads, and it's going to be cheap. All right, so let's crack into this box, guys. I'm not expecting, like, the most grandiose thing in here, but I am expecting for 13 bucks a stereo, or at least a head unit, whatever they call it these days. Let's see, I saw a piece of paper in here, just some sort of QR code, probably some Ching Chang Chong warranty that doesn't even actually exist because this thing was 13 bucks. It looks like it was vacuum sealed out of one of those, like, buy at night food sealers. Like, look at this, guys. It actually doesn't look too bad. I'm not gonna lie. I got this one because it looked the most period correct for like early 2000s Fast and Furious spec. Like, it's got like X bar, at least from the picture, it has X bars that light up blue and different colors and whatnot. And I don't know, with the auxiliary 2 USB, Bluetooth, SD card here and everything, it looked just the perfect period correct kind of stereo for something that would go into like a 95 Subaru or a 2000s vehicle. Kind of like, like I said, that Fast and Furious spec. So I like it so far, looking at it. Obviously, it comes with the remote, comes with the plugs and wiring. See, this is why you get these little OEM aftermarket plugs, guys, because this just plugs into the factory wiring setup of your car. You get all the color code wiring that plugs up to this, and then just plugs in brand new, easy as pie into your new unit. So, I can't wait to get this in the car. This should be able to rip through saran wrap, right? There you go. But that's literally what it just feels like. It feels like food saran wrap. All right, there we go. Now the plastic's out of the way, you can clearly see. Look at this, guys. For 13 bucks shipped. I don't know about you guys, but that's kind of a beautiful head unit. Like, this is definitely the spec I wanted of, like I said, early 2000s Fast and Furious spec. That is just gorgeous. Speaking of stock speakers, guys, for the Subaru, a lot of you may not know. Actually, most of you shouldn't know. I don't think I've mentioned it in the video, so I don't think any of you would know. But the speakers in the car do not work. None of the speakers here in the back work. None of the speakers in the front work. And that's because I cannot get the original head unit to, well, work. It turns on. I get every now and then a little hissing sound from it, but I don't get any like volume change. I don't get any audio. I get like literally nothing from it. And to fix that, to remedy that, to help us install the stereo, ooh, jump cut. Sorry, I had to sneeze there. To remedy us not having the stereo speakers, I had a little speaker box laying around that we were going to just jump into the rears to get sound out of. But for the life of me, I cannot find it. But as soon as I find it, I will, plug it in and show you guys that it is just like literally an old speaker box. Oh, wait, nope. There it is. There it is right there. So, literally, since we don't have any speakers that I know of that work, and the Subaru almost dropped it there, we got this old little guitar amp that I literally just hooked up wires to it. It's going to get plugged in the back here. We're going to jump it up to the original plug here. And hopefully we'll get sound out of this new stereo, because I want to believe that the original stereo is just kind of, old and not working anymore, which kind of sucks because I really wanted to keep it in there. I love the OEM stereo. It looks really nice. But, if it doesn't work, then it's got to get replaced. And I think that'll be a nice replacement. And just like that, guys, boom, we have the speaker plugged up. So, like I said, it's janky, it's chintzy, it's not the greatest thing in the world, but it will work. As long as this stereo works, then we should get some sound out of that rear speaker. That is the plan, at least. So I'm going to set you guys up here somewhere. I'm going to try and get you all situated so you can maybe see how that I go about taking out this
stereo system. Now, if any of you guys know, it's actually not the hardest thing in the world to remove the stereo system out of a Subaru. It's actually pretty straightforward. I like to honestly pull that backwards though, because I like to get access to all that. So I pull my stick shift back, or not stick shift, but you know, the automatic shifter, because sadly right now she's automatic. But pretty straightforward. You pull that, you get some screws right there. You pull this off right here. There are screws hidden right on the inside of it, and then this whole thing just pops out, comes out, and you get access to, I believe it's 4 screws to the main thing, and then each little section has like its screws in, which you guys will see through the time lapse. And it's that easy, guys. Literally, like I showed you, in a few minutes you can just take out your center area for your stereo system, at least on an old, outdated Subaru. I don't know what the new Subarus are like, so don't quote me on that, but I couldn't imagine they're any harder. But yeah, so you gotta take off these 2 bolts on the side here, 2 bolts on the other side. There are screws, not bolts, and we can pull the center thing out. The whole thing, if I just move that forward, I can see right here. You can see there's the old stereo, there's the wiring plug for it, there's the antenna plug for it. Actually, guys, before I move forward with the radio, there's something I remember I looked up online in the RS forums that I wanted to do. And I remember someone told me it's tucked up away in here, and that's the relay for your turn signal / blinker system and whatnot. Now, if you guys know, if you install LEDs in your system and you buy cheap LEDs, you tend to get hyper flashing, like, you know, where your turn signals will blink super fast. And right now, I don't even have cheap LEDs in mine. I have really good ones, but they don't have circuits in them to stop from hyper flashing. So you got to replace that relay. Like, if you can listen here, you can hopefully hear when I press the hazard button, the relay is going to click, and that's the sound of the lights flashing. Like, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it's flashing very fast. So what I found is someone on the forums mentioned that you can get this specific relay right here for the Imprezas. I don't know if it's for all years, like 93 to 2001 or whatnot, but they say this specific one right here is wired up exactly proper to fit that relay right there. And it actually has a little knob on the top that you can adjust how fast or how slow you want your relays to actually work. All right, so far so good. It literally just plugs straight in perfectly. I have it set in the center now for settings, and let's see if it clicks or how fast it clicks. Let's see what it does. Sounds like it's barely clicking. And that way we can turn it up. See, I don't know if you can hear that, but now it's clicking fast. And now it's clicking at a steady pace. Check that out, guys. It worked. The LED is still nice and bright, and it's blinking nice and slow instead of hyper flashing. It's kind of just going at the tempo it should be. Even the side markers going at the tempo it should be. So that's really cool. So yeah, $10 part from Amazon. And just like that, guys, boom. Take out the old stereo. Look at that. I really wish this thing worked. Like, I'm not going to throw it away. Well, the knob already went disappearing. I don't know where that went. But I'm not going to throw it away. I kind of want to see if I can fix it, because I don't know if it was just the antenna that wasn't connecting or what the deal was, but it was not working, and that's a shame. So now we got to find where I put the plug to adapt to that, because I don't see it in the car. Oh, wait, it's below my knee. There we go. Boom. See, these, if I have it the right way, I don't think I do. I think I do. Maybe I don't. I don't know. Kind of tricky to do this one-handed. That could not even be the right plug. It doesn't seem to want to go in. Oh, nope. I had it upside down. Bam. Click, click, click. So yeah, we're probably just going to find out which wire goes to the rear We're not going to hook these all up properly. I know I should solder them and everything, but I just want to make sure that the thing actually works and turns on. So we're not going to go through the whole process of hooking everything up in this video, because it's really straightforward. You take these, you connect them to what you want to connect them to. You would ideally solder them, and yeah. You know what? I was thinking about it. I'm gonna solder these. I was thinking about it. I was like, you know what? Why not solder them? I got a brand new soldering kit inside the house. Works perfectly fine. We'll light these suckers up. We'll get them on. Let's solder this thing in there. Okay, guys. So you know how I said I was gonna do this the right way and actually just solder these all together and do it properly? Well, I don't know how well that's gonna happen, because I open up my solder kit and my solder's gone, and all I could find is this little tiny stick of solder. So I don't know if I'm actually going to be able to get it all soldered on. Not gonna lie, guys, that was the most annoying soldering I've ever had to do in a long time. Not because it was hard, not because there's tons of wires or anything like that, but out of that stick that we started with, that's all we have left. That was like the most precision I've had to do for soldering, just because I couldn't waste any, because I don't know where any of my soldering wire is, but you know what? We got it all on there. So we're not gonna throw this into the car like that, because you don't want to have all these exposed wires. That's why we have all this colorful, beautiful shrink wrap. And I'm hoping I've got enough to at least cover these wires up. So, yeah. And jump cut. Sorry about that, guys. The camera died. I forgot to charge it, so you didn't get to see me waste like 10 minutes, like literally just shrink wrapping every single line so we don't have any exposed wires. But, yeah. Now is the time that I've been waiting for, that I hope you guys have been waiting for. Plug this all in. Get it in there. Hope that it works. Hope that this stereo turns on. Hope that we can get some sound, because life is all about having hope. And as a big follower of Hololive Iris, I love hope. So let's hope this works. I mean, I have a feeling that this stereo is gonna work. I'm just don't have any hope for. I keep saying hope. I don't have any. I'm skeptical that the speakers are going to work. I don't know. I don't want to believe that the old stereo was broken, and it very well could have been and could still be. I just don't want to believe that. But, you know, if it is what it is. So, got it plugged in, push it in place. Let's turn the car on and see what we get. All right. Got like a little clock there. Can't really see much of anything. Like, probably have to hit the power button. Yeah, there we go. I don't know if you guys can see that because of the lights, but look at that. Look at that beautiful early 2000s Fast and Furious RGB. So, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but behind me, I hear static. I hear AM FM static. That is definitely going down when I turn down the volume. We're not here for AM FM. We're here for the Bluetooth functionality. Now, there was no manual for this damn thing, so I actually have no idea how to set up the Bluetooth in it. That's a mute button, AM, FM, bass, treble, balance, fade, loudness, equal, mono, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, I'm assuming it just instantly wants to detect for Bluetooth, so let's see what we can find. Pair new device. Car Bluetooth app. I'm going to say car Bluetooth, I guess. Although car Bluetooth usually is for the other Bluetooth, my other car, which is off. But it says car Bluetooth active. Let's just try and load up something that we hopefully won't get copywritten from. You know what? Oh, there's a mode button too. There we go, Bluetooth. So, oh, there it goes. So, I got it turned down low. You guys can't hear it, but I can hear the music in the background. And it's working. It's going up and down with the volume. And just look at that beautiful early 2000s just like setup. Look at that. That is so cool. That is so old school. But yeah, so that's more proof too that I don't know if that old stereo was bad or not. I think it is. I think it still was technically bad. I think the volume in it didn't work. But none of my other speakers are working. That speaker's not working. That speaker's not working. And only the one speaker I just have jerry-rigged in the back is playing any kind of volume noise. And it's honestly, it's very quiet. So I'm going to have to buy new speakers for the car. But hey, we got the new stereo in, so we at least got that going. So yeah. So if you guys have Subarus out there, you guys have Imprezas out there, and you guys are just maybe looking to buy the cheapest Chinese stereo on eBay for $13, and this wasn't the only model. There was a lot of different models for $13 up to $20 if you want to be cheap. So I dig it. I think it's awesome, and it works. So, so like I said, guys, everything that you have to do with car, every broken car is an adventure. Everything you do with the car is an adventure. Life is an adventure. And honestly, $13 for a test to see if it would even work, I think it was worth the risk, and it works. So I'm going to put this all together off screen so I can just enjoy it, because it is still warm out here, guys. Thank you for checking in another video. Like, favorite, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Comment below if you guys like this 2000s Fast and Furious style stereo, or if you guys wish I put something more expensive in, because honestly, for $13, I am very happy.